because it'll never be
never
good
get
enough.
out there. Yeah.
No, it'll never be good enough.
You just gotta leap. That's what you just gotta leap with
Take a
everything
chance.
you do. Just go.
Some things are going to work, some things won't, and failure is okay.
So let's welcome Randy to the show. You're welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Well, it's such a pleasure to be here. I'm excited.
Yes, absolutely. So you've been doing a lot of great things in the entrepreneurial community, launching books, launching best-selling authors. You've inspired so many to just get out there and take action with Action Think Tanks. You just wrapped up the Toronto Women's Expo, which was incredible. It was fabulous. Wow. So doing great things in the entrepreneurial community. I see you as a woman that really is doing what you said you're going to do, which is empowering women to succeed. And that is a book series that you have launched. And you're on what volume now?
We're launching volume 3.
Yes.
In May.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
So that's May, and both books previous to that have been best-selling books.
Number one.
Wow. Okay. So let's crack down how you are doing this as a woman. You have 3 boys. 4 boys.
4
boys. I was like, is it 4? That's a little bit too much, but no. 4 boys, and you're just doing it all, and you still are parenting. You're there for them. I've seen your videos on Facebook Live all about, balancing your family life, and where did this all, you're here now. Where did this all start for you? How did you get to where you are? Where were your humble beginnings?
Humble beginnings. Well, when I was young, 22, I know I'm only a few years older
you're
than that.
she's just 25 now. Yeah.
So I ran a manufacturing company,
Yeah.
and I just loved it. I fell in love with business. I'm a 4th level CMA, so I had that experience. I didn't want to finish, and I couldn't get through tax. And sorry for all of you out there who love
taxes. Yeah.
But I couldn't do it, and I just absolutely loved running the business, every aspect about it. And when you're running a company, you get to touch every part of it, right? Because you have to be familiar with it. So I fell in love with business, and then through my married years, I didn't work, so to speak. Of course, I worked my buns off with my kids and my family, but I also kept a couple of side businesses just to keep my brain going in business mode. But I also did a lot of charity galas.
Okay.
Loved them. Years and years of charity galas. And, so we had a team, we were working with a team, and it was just phenomenal to be able to put these incredible events together. And through that, the experience and the love for doing these events, we also did school events, and I did my own family events and whatnot, and just loved doing events. So when I separated about 9 years ago, I got out networking. I ended up falling into doing business-to-business events. Okay. So it was kind of natural to fall into something you're passionate about, because I was passionate about events and I was passionate about business. So putting the two together was just, it was meant to be.
Pleasure, That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow! And so you had it just for you. It was a natural gravitation towards events, and you focused in on what you were having a lot of fun with doing, which makes total sense.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Quote fun.
Fun. Yes. Yeah. Fun. And that's amazing. And so, so these events now have turned into professional networking events, events that are empowering business owners, particularly women, and just connecting and collaborating. One thing that I love about you, Randy, is that you have such an amazing network. The quality of people that come to your events, from being well-established business owners to people that are at their humble beginnings. Right. What do you think brought that all together? What was it about? How do you attract those types of people into your space? What was there something that you feel was key in making the quality of the events so magical as they were?
Well, I think initially it was just about helping people and connecting them, because that for me was a lot of mental income, right?
Yeah.
And so it wasn't about making the money, although you still need to make the money.
Right, yes.
But it was about, how much I was enjoying watching people connect and get to know each other and find the right connections, for whether it's for their personal reasons or business reasons, right? And just being able to provide a forum or a platform for people to connect like that, for me, was just awesome. But it came a point where I had to make money, so there was a lot of mental income. And I remember working with a coach back in 2011, and I think one of my biggest takeaways from working with that coach was learning to say no. Because I was basically a yes person, saying yes to everything. And, it didn't matter if I was making money or not making money. I was enjoying it. But I needed to make money.
Right.
So, learning to say no. And I remember the first time I had to say no, because I did all the numbers and figured out if I helped this person, then it was going to take a lot of my time.
Right.
And I wasn't going to make anything. In fact, we were probably going to lose money. And I had to say no. And I remember how painful that was.
Right.
You
know what's interesting about that is your passion and your love for event marketing brought you into the event marketing space. And, that's the thing. Follow your passion. Go after what you're good at. And then there are those people that do go and pursue what they love, but in the midst they're not making money. So what would you say is a happy balance? How do you know that how do you get to that sweet spot of doing something that you love, but making enough money, not just to pay the bills, but to have overflow and do what, have the lifestyle that you're looking for?
Right. Well, some people don't come to that place.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's possible that you don't come to that place, especially if you don't surround yourself by the right people.
Right.
So if you don't have the right team around you, and people who will support you or help you grow, having mentors, having coaches, having the right people in place to do things that you're not strong at. Sometimes people think I have to work on my weaknesses. Stop concentrating on working on your weaknesses. Work on those strengths. Explore those strengths, and then surround yourself by people who can fill the gaps.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then that's how you become successful. No successful person did it alone. Right? They had to have a wicked team around them.
Right. Tell me about the books now, because based on what we've had conversations before about this, that you weren't a writer. English was one of your toughest subjects, yet she has 2 best-selling books.
Wow.
She has more. You have more on the way, and just a lot of books is your thing. That's what really blew you up too.
Yeah.
So because before you said focus on your strengths, but yet you just took one of your weaknesses and it became one of your strengths. So tell me about how that all happened.
Okay, so it's still not one of my strengths.
Okay.
Right? But what you do is you build a team around you who have those strengths. So anybody who's writing a book, get an editor.
Yes.
Get an editor.
Yeah.
My first book, I wrote over 10,000 words, and she chopped it into just over 5,000 and said everything I needed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't write it that way.
Yeah.
But they took all the fluff, that I wrote, and chopped it and made it on point.
What it is,
And there it is.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So again, it comes back to surrounding yourself.
Right.
Yes, you can do something and be successful in something you're not strong in.
Right.
But if you have a team around you of people who are strong,
Yes.
it can be very successful.
That is amazing.
And amazing, yes.
That's amazing, because then, so that's why you look so perfect then. That's why, because you,
The people around me.
because you got people around you, like, picking up wherever you can't pick up.
Like you.
Oh, thank you. But yeah.
You're awesome,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But, you'll do things
Yeah.
that I can't do
Right.
or won't do.
Right.
And somebody else,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to complement each other and you
Yeah.
have to surround yourself with a team of incredibly wonderful people
Right.
who can do the things that you're not so good at.
Right.
And why spend days, weeks, years trying to learn something, and then you may even lose your own business because of it.
Because you're focusing
Because
on,
you're focusing on the wrong thing.
Right.
You need to focus on the things you're strong with, and whether it's hiring them, collaborating with them, partnering with them, whatever it has to be, make it happen.
Right.
Surround yourself by a team of incredible people.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And you know what I love about that is you're right, because then you could focus on the parts that you're good at,
Yes.
the parts that you like. Like, you don't like taxes, so obviously you're not trying
I
to do
get
your
someone else to
taxes.
do it.
Right? Like, me thinking about that is like, ew, right? So why do it? Because you're going to be frustrated and, have struggle with it and mess it up
Yeah.
from that state, right? So that's amazing. And what I find though is that although that is the right thing to do, and we say, yes, I know I got to outsource this particular piece, some people have, and even myself, there might be a part of the project where it's like, I want it to be perfect.
Right.
How do you just give, allow and peacefully allow other people to come in the mix and take over for you without having that anxiety of, because a lot of people won't even deliver anything out to the marketplace until it's perfect. And I tell them, done is better than perfect. So just
Yes.
get it out there. How do you get over that piece?
Well, that's being a perfectionist, and thankfully I'm not.
Yes.
Right? And I'm kind of one that likes to throw things
Just
at the
get it
wall
out there.
and see what sticks.
Uh-oh.
And if it works,
Yeah.
great. And if it didn't work, oh well.
Yes.
Let's try something else.
Right,
Right?
yeah.
But I never had a fear of that. Like, I always love to just try things and whatnot, you know,
Yes.
and thankfully Gordon's the same way, so
Yes.
we get each other
Yes.
that way.
Yes.
But if one of us was like a perfectionist, it probably, well, I guess it would still work.
Yes.
But maybe not understand each other so well,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But I think being, trying to make everything super perfect, you'll never get anything done, because
Yeah.
it'll never
It'll
be
never
good
get out
enough.
there. Yeah.
No, it'll never be good
You just
enough.
gotta leap. That's what
Yes.
you just gotta leap with
Take a
everything you
chance.
do. Just go.
Some things are going to work, some things won't, and failure is okay.
Yeah.
You learn from those things.
Right.
I mean, if you keep doing them over and over again, not changing anything, that's
Then
a different
that's
story.
a different story.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you are making a mistake and then you look at it and say, okay, what went wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's change it up. Or get feedback from somebody else if possible.
Right. Right.
What do we need to change?
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's how you grow.
Beautiful. And so you're doing so many things that, and including a lot of people. You have book collaborations. People can listen to you on your podcast. What is the best way for people to get in touch with you so they can learn from you?
Well, they can go to TorontoWomen'sExpo.com or EmpoweringWomenToSucceed.com.
There's so many.
They can just keep listing
Just
websites.
have the list. So what we'll do is we'll have those available for you. And thank you so much for being on the
Thank
show,
you,
Randy.
Shane. Thank
Hugs.
you.
I'm a hug girl.